Hello, today's video is to show you what's new in Notebook 14.3. One thing you'll notice in Notebook 14.3 is that Notebook does load faster, so that's a nice new feature. Another new feature is in our add-ons tab. You'll notice that we have a new add-on called Lesson Recorder. What Lesson Recorder does is it takes the place of the page recorder. So when I click on the Lesson Recorder, you'll see that we have some new controls up here, but it works just like the old page recorder. So if I go ahead and hit New Recording, you'll notice I have a red box around my screen, so it knows I want to record there. So anything I write shows up. So when I go ahead and hit Stop, it's just like the page recorder. So I go ahead and hit play, but you'll notice now, instead of the controls being in the workspace, they're now over in our side tab. So that's a new feature. Another new feature is you're already familiar with the new text pen, but you're going to notice a change. So Mike is here. So now, before, all the same gestures still work. The circle still replaces, the strikeout still, eliminates, but here's the difference. Now we've won this idea of changing colors. So now, if I pick the red pen, and let's say instead of is, I wanted was, and if I circle is, and I write was, that now comes into red. So you'll notice same gestures work. If I, my vertical line is for a space, and let's say I wanted to insert my H here. I'm going to do it in green. I have that. But now let's say I wanted to change the rest of here to green. What I can do is if I circle the ERE in green and just accept it, I switch it to green. Now let's say I wanted to change Mike to blue. I could do the same circle trick, or if I click on blue and I draw a line forward and backwards, so we go forward and backwards, it changes it automatically. So you can see there I went a little bit too far on the was, so we'll switch that back. And I'm getting pretty close there to my letters, so that's my problem there. So we've now added the color gestures in there. Now, another new feature is you'll see here, if I go into my drop-down menu of an object, and if I go to lock, you'll notice I have a couple new lock features. I have a lock to allow vertical movement. So basically what happens now is I only can go up and down. I cannot go side to side. Same thing if I go to horizontal move, is I cannot go vertical. I only can go side to side with that. So we have some new locking features. We also have a new link to tool feature. So now what happens is, let's say I have, I want to make this trigger an eraser. So I'm going to go ahead and hit eraser. I'm going to write some text over here. But what happens now, when I click on Mike was here, the eraser is now selected. Go back up here, write some more. But if I click on Mike is here, I have an eraser. And you'll notice that we have a couple other ones there. We have where it triggers the pen tool, and it gets the select tool. So let's say we had a picture of an eraser on the page. If I were to click on that eraser, my pen or my finger now become the eraser, so I trigger some actions. And one last feature that we have added is, I'm going to grab a picture here, is if I go to set image transparency, I now have the ability to resize my image transparency. So before that was locked, it was or would not move, but now, or resize, but now I can resize it. So those are the new features to Notebook 14.3. Thank you.